Do you remember why we chose this?
I think it's just because I said it, because it's one of the ones I knew.
I think it's one of the most famous ones.
Yeah. But I mean, I think I know them all, actually, now. And I did know them, but I just didn't know I knew them.
Well, that's what's been so good about this, is because a lot of the time when we are preparing for these, we just have that one song, maybe another one, possibly. Like with Jackson and McCartney, there was a couple of others, but like this was like a completely different way of researching, because there's so much material, isn't there?
Yeah.
Endless songs.
Yeah. Hello, darling. Is that them? It's been
Well,
a long
no.
time.
Hello, Darling was a song by Conway Twitty.
Right.
So this is the thing about what they do. Because they've had so much time and so much support, they kind of build a relationship over the years, and they reference bits of each other's careers in their songs.
She calls him my work husband.
Right.
And she talks about how he makes her stronger and braver and do things that she wouldn't normally do. I mean, it's just like they're totally fucking in love, really.
They are. She seems to be the leader, and she leads with her charm and humour. And I can imagine, she was one of the oldest of her family. I think there was 8 kids or something. She was like the second oldest. So she probably takes that role quite easily of being like she
stands out
a leader.
Front. Yeah, she stands out front. She takes it. He's the sort of plotter, the very considered, very well-researched songsmith, but also song finder. Like he was saying that he would, every time he made an album, he'd listen to about 800 or maybe 1,000 songs.
Bloody hell.
Get it down to 200. And then he'd be like, and then he'd pick
That is
10.
one hell of a playlist.
I know. It's serious. He says that's all he does. He may not have the best voice. He may not be this, may not be that, but he does know a good tune. He thinks he's got the best ear in the business. Yeah.
He's got a very good ear, and he does pick great songs. But this song, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man, was actually played first to Mooney, to Doolittle.
Right, yeah. Doolittle came up with this one, didn't he?
Well, no, he didn't come up with it.
He suggested it.
He suggested it to the two stars because a guy... Well, the song was written by Jim Owen and Becky Bluefield.
Yeah.
And these were both minor singer-songwriters hawking their wares around Nashville at the time.
Yeah.
And this is the only joint credit I've found of those two. I've not seen
Same
any.
here.
I've not seen any others that they joined forces on. Becky Bluefield gave some songs to Norma Jean and Jeannie C. Riley, but Jim Owen is a whole other kettle of fish. Like, his career was quite strange, really. Like, he had a friend that was already a country star. I think Mel Tillis. He started to write songs for him, and Mel Tillis said, "We'll come to Nashville. You're good at this."
Yeah.
But Jim Owen was obsessed with Hank Williams, and he started to devise this act and an impression of Hank Williams. He wrote a whole one-man show, and he interviewed any family member he could find and any kind of music-related person. Got replica clothes made, and he made this one-man show. This is in 76, a few years later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he got Hank's original band called the Drifting Cowboys to write the music, record the music for the backing of his show. And it was a huge success, and it developed over the years into tours with the Drifting Cowboys and a TV movie, and then he ended up doing an 8-hour radio series about Hank Williams' life. So he kind of got totally involved.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess not that weird. He just loves country music. So he must have had a bit of money from this song.
I guess so.
He must have made it a bit, yeah.
That might have helped him out with getting the replica clothes made.
Yeah, and getting the band in.
Yeah.
It's nice to feel like this is one of 1,000 that was picked for an album.
Yeah.
I like that. And then you think, why did he pick this one? So it starts off with halftime with a distorted, pretty funky, the fiddle going. And then the straight into that chorus. The chorus is this amazing harmony, isn't it? Basically, and he goes up and she goes down.
It's the only harmony.
Reverse it. It's the only harmony. Yeah. You have choruses that have harmonies, but this is two equally weighted voices harmonizing, but where both voices are coming through 100%. There is harmony between them, but they're both top lines. We get together and then again. We get together and then again. Those two lines.
Well, sing
together.
Sing the right lyric. So it's Louisiana woman, Mississippi man. We get together every time we can. That's the that's the harmony. They only harmonize on that couplet, which is the first couplet of the whole song, and then they kind of split.
Okay, that couplet, that's fucking glorious.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. And that's the bit that really grabs you.
Honestly, this song is a songwriting and arranging masterclass. It's bliss.
It's absolute bliss. Because
it has two main rhythm parts. So it has the chorus. He's kind of given it a Cajun stylings.
Yeah, what is it about it that is the Cajun? Is it the fiddle?
Yeah. It's only hinting at Cajun, isn't it? Like there's like a kind of
to be honest, I don't understand the Cajun. It does fit. When I read the word Cajun, I was like, that fits. But now I think about it, I can't work out why. Do I know Cajun music? Maybe not.
Well, it has the Cajun fiddle like drone, the alternating two notes that's kind of in the intro. But then it's over the top of like kind of shuffle rock drumming and a distorted guitar over the top and like an expressive bass guitar. And it's like it's a real strange song, like, and then when it goes into the verse, the rhythm's just like change completely, and then it goes into like a 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
It's double time and normal time. So in the verse you've got Conway Twitty with his vocals, and and there's like question answer, and it's double time, so like you're saying.
Yeah, but on his there's like simple up down bass. There's like it's just dum 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 dum, and it has like a staccato fiddle, and a steel guitar is the melody in the background.
Yeah, but then it's a really cheeky steel guitar. It's nice. It's really high, and it's like. I mean, steel guitar can be very cheeky, and this is at its most cheeky.
But when it comes to Loretta's verse, the fiddle keeps the drone. And it doesn't go to staccato like it is in Conway's. So it's like it almost gives Conway's a bit more. And this is where I find the man-woman dichotomy comes in. And like there's like these archetypes. There's the basic man archetype of directness and problem solving. Like he has to get across the river, he has to get past the alligators, and he thinks the river doesn't look that wide. He can get over this. Like he needs to get there, and it's all about problem solving. Whereas when it goes to Loretta's verse, it doesn't have the staccato fiddle anymore. The fiddle is droning now, and she more talks about how she loves him and how great she makes him feel. And it's more like a kind of a sensual part of the song.
Yeah, there's no steel.
There's no steel.
Either,
yeah, no steel guitar when she sings. But then at the end of it, she does say she'll swim. She'll swim if she's got to. She will swim. So she will be direct.
Yeah.
But it's great how it has that difference in approaches, and the music kind of reflects that.
Yeah, totally. And then on the third verse, it's both of them.
And then, the third verse is both of them, and it's back to the...
And you have the steel and the fiddle.
It's back to the urgency of the staccato fiddle.
Yeah.
The more you listen to it, the more delicious it gets.
So, lyrically, on the surface, and probably... Actually, it's a simple love song about two people wanting to see each other, and there's a river in the way.
There's one thing that separates them, and in this case, it's the river. It's not a family feud or another lover or anything. It's just it's a physical thing. It's just the river.
Yeah.
The title of the song has two different states in it. There's Louisiana and there's Mississippi, divided by the Mississippi River. Country music does this all the time. They use
the
place names and
they use country.
Yeah. Yes, they use the actual country to kind of to place it, and that's why the Louisiana is where the Cajun music comes from. That's why that is like inserted. I mean, Mississippi, I guess, doesn't have such a obvious. I guess they could have done some blues. Maybe they could have gone blues for one verse and Cajun for another verse.
Yeah, could have done. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, it's got these characters attributed already to the two characters just in the title.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know too much about but those people who are buying country chart music, they'll know exactly what it means.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, on a deep level, like I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I should do, because I wish I'd researched it a bit, actually, what it means to be a Louisiana woman or a Mississippi man.
Well, I was thinking that this might have been inspired by the Cajun duo Rusty and Doug Kershaw, because Rusty and Doug Kershaw had a 1961 hit called Louisiana Man. And that they're a Cajun act, but they kind of use bits of blues and bits of country in their music, kind of electrified Cajun. But their version of the Louisiana Man is all about looking after the family and, going out, working, bringing home the, not bacon, in this case, fish, because they live on the swamps. And Conway is using...
Not the Surrey swamps.
Not the Surrey swamps, the bayous.
The
bayous. The Louisiana bayous, not the Basildon bayous.
No.
But, but they talk about fishing in that song, and what have we got in this song? Conway is fishing. He's fishing on the river.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing at the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I think Jim Owen might have been inspired by that.
So I was trying to sort of look into the lyrics, see the alligators all are waiting nearby. Sooner or later they know I'm going to try. Alligators, danger. Is it slightly illicit, this meetup that they're trying to plan?
Well,
I feel like it is a bit. And I feel like they're fucking in love with each other, but she's married.
Oh, so the river is the marriage that's in between them. That she's married, so she can't commit to him, and that's the thing that's in the middle.
She speaks in such glowing terms about him. It's like she's fucking in love with the guy. And when they sing together, it's fucking explosive. And this song seems to fit them, because I just feel like it is, okay, there's something in the way of this relationship truly flowering.
Yeah, I think they play on that a lot.
They're playing on it all. Yeah, and it helps the frisson of their performances. And
well, it was also a thing in the press. The press made a thing of this, like the press would. These are a real couple, because, they obviously heard little rumblings about how bad Doolittle is to Loretta, and maybe she's playing on it as well. Yeah.
I think they're playing on it, and then Doolittle found the song for them, so he's probably playing on it too.
He loved Conway. Like, him and Conway got on like a house on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
And so Loretta's having this relationship with Twitty, who's best friends with Doolittle. So much intrigue.
Do you not think that their relationship is pretty much led by her? She has this constant smile and cheekiness, but she carries this sense of danger. She's almost like the smiling assassin. If you get on the wrong side of her, you're fucked, basically. She's
really?
the leader. I think so. Yeah, I feel like she's the leader of the pack. Imagine like a gang of girls at school, and she would be the leader of that pack. She would be the more like expressive, maybe maybe a bit of a loudmouth. She'd call you out for stuff, and he is like this puppy dog. It's almost like he plays this role of the best friend who's actually in love with her, and she doesn't really take him seriously because he's too nice. But she'd never let anyone say anything bad about him. She would support him to the ends of the earth. He does that anyway because he's a loyal subject. She's the queen, he's the loyal subject. That's what I get from their relationship. When you watch them on stage, he's always looking at her. He's so respectful of her, and I think it's a really intriguing relationship.
I don't know. I saw it sort of different, and she's loyal in her marriage, pretty much. And all she's done is write a song, like the Portland one, that never got actually made until many years later, about making someone jealous. But she never actually slept with anyone else, and she's kind of...
No, it was engineered.
It was totally engineered. And then there's this thing, which is her perfect way of kind of dancing around. So she's quite sort of like, I don't know, a bit sort of cute with it all, really. Like,
she's very cute with everything.
Yeah, she's like, this guy loves me. I'm happy for that to keep going, but not going to consummate it. I'm loyal to my husband. So she's a bit sort of coy, and I don't know how controlling she is, because she's kind of the one that's controlled ultimately in her marriage. Oh, okay. I've got a story just to back that what you're saying up. Like, she used to tease Conway on stage. Apparently,
Right.
she'd wear this short pantsuit under a long ruffled skirt that she would normally wear, and then when he came out onto the stage, she'd tear it off. And she's like, "Boy, Conway got so red. He's a bit conservative. Like, what?
That is their relationship.
What are you doing to this guy?"
No, that is their relationship. They tease each other constantly. And he teases her, but he never goes too far because he knows that she's the boss. He would never go too far. He would do anything she says. Like, he is a puppy dog.
You would, wouldn't you? I mean, I would. I'd do what she says.
Can I get a beer first, actually?
Yeah, go for it. Could I get a beer?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no! I tripped over the wire and I smashed my lovely glass. Fire's gone out. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. After the fire went out. Lynn's always fucking comfortable, but I feel like this is it's at her most comfortable, most free, and most sort of explosive. Everything is a hook in this song.
Yeah, do you not think that, like, during the verses, it goes down too much? There's like this...
What?
No, but during the verses, there's like, see the alligator and I wait nearby, sooner or later they know I'm going to try. And then there'll be this, like, gap. And it's like, there's nothing really happens. No, but... And nothing really happens in those gaps. It's like, oh, they could have done something in those gaps.
Well, the steel's going and the fiddle's going.
Yeah, I
respectively.
don't know. It still feels a little bit... I mean, I suppose...
You need to write to them. But then you wouldn't be able to go, "Hey, Louisiana woman."
Yeah,
it's that,
true.
Hey!
Yeah.
There's so much
hey brings you back
abandon.
in.
I just love that hey, and it starts with that as well.
And
hey!
then Conway brings out the old Cajun hoo-wee at the end. Which is fucking great.
They're just having a fucking ball.
Honestly,
that's what it really
most of their
chugs along.
Most of their songs are just them having a fucking laugh. Like, there's a song called Spiders and Snakes, and it's just them cracking up during the performance, and it sounds totally genuine. If it's not genuine, then they're amazing actors.
It's genuine. You can just feel it.
You can tell, yeah. You can
tell it's buzzing. The whole recording.
And like, if they can get that through on a recording, that's fucking genius. Like, I mean,
it's like a well-oiled football team. Like, keeps on recycling possession. Like, they give to each other all the time, back and back, and then coming forward, dropping back to allow the other one space, and then filling it,
and then pressing when they need to,
pressing, striking mercilessly, and like going 5-0 up in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Not bad going. When I was writing notes on this song, it was a bit like the first 3 months of the Premier League when pundits were just talking about Haaland and they kept saying, "We're running out of superlatives to describe this guy."
Yeah.
They step in and out the voices, backing each other up, standing on each other's shoulders, leaping off with utter abandon to be ready to fill the next space in the song.
The reactions
So
are completely well timed.
Yeah. They're both really generous performers and they understand each other really well. But they both still manage to be sort of singularly firing on all cylinders at the same time as being together, which is fucking thrilling.
And
like,
there is a lot of words to get out in this song, isn't there? I mean, it's very wordy and very, like, quick. And they perform it so easily.
Yeah. I used to write stuff like that all the time that would have far too many words and syllables. Then it'd be time to, like, get the old guitar out and sing it. And it'd be like, what? Ow, this is not easy at all. What am I doing? And I'd have to cut out loads of words.
Obviously, like you say, they go through so many songs. And I guess Jim Owen and Becky Bluefield wrote this as a duet for either Conway and Loretta or George and Tammy, you know. And Conway and Loretta would seem the better fit for this one.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, because it's got that abandon in it that Tammy doesn't have, maybe.
Yeah.
Tammy's more introspective and sadder.
Yeah, there has to be more pathos to her songs.
Yeah, totally. Whereas Lynn's just kind of in charge, like you say, and in control and having a fucking ball.
it will be a hit because she's just fucking so magnetic. Like, she's completely magnetic at this time.
She's
in her
completely
career.
magnetic, yeah. And she works very well magnetized on tape.
Oh!
Check the Michael Franks reference there.
Oh, lovely. I don't see them as a hot couple, as in a sexy couple.
Well, they are sexy, though. The relationship is sexy.
I think they're both sexy, but I don't believe them as sexy with each other. I find them both sexy. I mean, Conway, like, I've listened to a lot of Conway recently, and he really does dig down into the sexiness. He loves to sing in, like, sexy ways. He's got his growl that he does, and he's also got the talking bits in between, and he kind of admits that he did go for the housewives' pocketbook money, you know.
He's very considered, isn't he? I mean, he's very, like, about making a packet out of this. It's a job. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was also about making Conway... Like, he sees Conway as a service. He has to put a lot of work into this to provide for the people that believe in Conway Twitty. Even though he knows he's not Conway Twitty, he just put those two town names together. Conway, Arkansas, and Twitty, Texas. But this is an act, and he takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
And he's like the most sincere artist I've ever read interviews of. He loves his fans. He's like completely devoted to them, and he'll do anything for them to enjoy their experience more. And also, he's an entrepreneur.
Total entrepreneur. This is what you got to do. Like, if you're going to make money in this business, there's money to be made, but you've got to be fucking all over it, you know. And that's why he's like listening to thousands of songs.
He had his talent booking agency. He had a mobile home company. He had convenience stores. He had a travel agency. And then he had Twitty Burger restaurants. His idea for his Twitty Burger was putting a pineapple in it, basically.
Okay.
That was the only difference.
I mean, that's good. I like pineapple in burgers.
Yeah, I do too. I love pineapple in BLTs. If you put a pineapple in a BLT...
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, the Twitty Burger was... it didn't work out very well.
Why not?
Well, he tried to make it as a franchise, and then he ran into some trouble with the people that make it public. His lawyers couldn't get it to work, so people had invested. Merle Haggard had invested. Bob Neal, who was early Elvis manager. Harlan Howard, who was a songwriter. The guy that came up with the quote, country music is free chords and the truth.
Okay. I thought that was punk.
No, this is Harlan Howard that came up with that.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what's punk? 2 chords and the truth.
I guess so, yeah.
2 chords and some shouting.
Up in the ante. Sonny James, another country star. So he took all these investments and he ended up getting into trouble with the tax man.
So, committed fraud or something, maybe.
Well, no, I don't think he did because he got...
Unwittingly.
Untwittingly. I guess he kind of tried to make everyone buy a steak in Twitty Burger.
A steak? Don't they sell burgers?
Wait!
Hey!
Instead of putting his losses through Twitty Burger Inc., he put it through Conway Twitty himself.
Right.
As in his own business as a performer.
Right.
And the IRS got upset with that, and they said, well, this isn't fair. Like, you should be putting it through your Twitty Burger venture that has failed.
Yeah.
And his argument was that, well, if people don't trust me, Conway Twitty, my alter ego, then this will look bad on Conway Twitty as an artist. Basically, what he wanted to do was pay back people's investments through his own money.
Yeah.
He actually won the case. It was a groundbreaking case, and now stars use this case as a reference when their own businesses go under, and they're like, well, it looks bad on me as a performer, and therefore my name is in the mud, blah, blah, so why can't I pay them back through my own money?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
And I'm sure if any lawyers listen to this, then sorry for completely fudging
post a comment,
everything.
you know. Inform us.
But the thing I wanted to get to, was his own lawyers summing up of the case, and they put it into a song. They wrote a song, and it goes, Twitty Burger went belly up. Conway remained true. He repaid his investors, one and all. It was a moral thing to do. His fans would not have liked it. It could have hurt his fame. Had any investors sued him, like Merle Haggard or Sonny James, when it was time to file the taxes, Conway thought what he would do was deduct those payments as a business expense under Section 162. In order to allow these deductions goes the argument of the commissioner. The payments must be ordinary and necessary to a business of the petitioner. Had Conway not repaid the investors, his career would have been under a cloud. Under the unique factors of this case, held, the deductions are allowed.
This very night I was reading this book to Phoenix about hamster or mouse cafe or something, and it was from the and it has a sticker on it saying Dolly Parton Imaginary Wonderland thing, and I was like, oh yeah, Dolly Parton sent us that, I remember. You know, she sends books to kids all around the world.
No.
Yeah, and we got sent it. It was like from Dolly Parton.
You're joking?
I'm not fucking joking. For Luna, when Luna was born.
That's mad.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, the country arms just reach out so
they
far.
are super business people, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they're making a buck. They're fucking working class. They're making a buck. They're on the
It's
on
all
the up.
about building businesses.
Yeah. Right. And good business makes for great tunes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a Twitty Burger song. I couldn't find that.
It's a shame. We need to say what the next tune's going to be. So, the song with Dean Martin and Conway Twitty is called...
I just wrote my first country song.
You haven't written a country song. What are you talking about? What's the song called?
I just wrote my first country song.
Okay. That sounds like a good one. I've definitely not heard that.
No one's heard it, and
No one's heard it.
I think this is going to be a struggle to talk about, but
I can't wait.
No,
it's probably be better. It's easier to talk about the weird ones.
I don't know what it is, and if it's I don't know if it's a duet. We'll see. We'll work it out.
Hopefully. Otherwise, it can't be in the Matrix. You get together and then again.